Welcome everybody back to the channel here on MLB The Show 23, the Detroit Tigers. We are ending the month of August. Now, we're ending the month of August on a 4-game losing streak, which is not great. When we had a 4-game winning streak, we end on a very cold streak. It's the wrong time to be getting cold with 1 month of the season remaining, and the inconsistency is starting to show once again with the Tigers as the year has gone on. But we're jumping, we'll show off some stats from a nice shutout game by Sonny Gray to start the month of August. And then we took on the Mets. If you really want to see the stats, you can pause the video at any point. I just go through them pretty fast. I don't try to highlight really any game unless it was really bad or really good. Obviously, we know this one. We played this one, but you know, some of you may not have saw it. So. And this 4-game series against Baltimore, it was nuts. This was probably one of my favorite series to play because Baltimore, they were fighting for their playoff lives, and obviously they came into Detroit the end of the month and they've kicked us in the teeth. So this was the first game that went into extra innings and we were able to win. Yeah. Then the third game that went into extra innings, and they got the win. This was one that we saw. And we were able to win the last game of the 4-game series in Baltimore. We were 66-70. Then we got the sweep of Pittsburgh, who was a fun team to play. Pittsburgh's always a tough team to play and a fun team to play. This last game was very close. It ended on a walk-off homer by Harrison Bader. So he was the hero in this one. Then, you know, we split with the Oakland A's. Kind of got punched in the mouth in the first 2 games. Like 5 innings, 4 runs off of 8 hits by Sonny Gray, a run off of 3 hits for Yanni Chirinos, who went at 4 innings. It was in Detroit, you know, we probably should have had the home field advantage, but it was a trap series, and Screwball got smacked around. Cannot be getting smacked around by a team that really has nothing to play for late in the year. We were able to grab the last 2 games of the series, which was good. And then obviously we know what happened in this game against St. Louis. They just really dictated the entire game. We lost the series, but we won game 2. Brendan Donovan and his return to St. Louis, he had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a run at 5 at-bats. He also had a strikeout. Sonny Gray also pitched really well. Syndergaard did not pitch well. And Michaelis got St. Louis the win in the series. And then we took on the Angels, who we haven't played since early summer. I think the last time we faced them was like in June. Maybe even before that. Just got smacked around again. You know, if we're able to win our division, we would have a chance to be the number 2 seed, and whoever wins the Angels division, I believe it's between them, the Astros, and the Rangers. The Angels really surprised me on how well they played. Obviously, they lost Shohei Ohtani to Boston, and it didn't really seem to bother them earlier in the year, but I think as the year's gone, it's kind of starting to bother them a little bit. But I think they're still going to be able to hang on to a playoff spot, you would think, unless they just collapse in this final month. But before we advance, we're also going to be taking a look at the rookie ratings. This was our last win, sadly, of the month of August. Came against Freddie Peralta. We actually pitched not a bad game. Well, kind of bad, but Mason Miller, a lot bad. So, Badu had 3 hits, Meadows had 3 hits. Austin Meadows, he is having an MVP type year. He's going to have to be very, very good. I don't think he's going to be able to beat Judge out for the homer, to lead the American League in the homer department. But he may be able to beat Judge out for the RBI. And then you also got Shohei Ohtani, who's pitching really well and hitting really well. So he's got the deck stacked against him. So we'll see where he shakes out to start the month of September. Grayson Rodriguez was electric in this game. He had 9 strikeouts. His bullpen tried to give it away. And then we just got smacked around in this game too. So now that we've went through all the games in the month of August, let's go through the draft picks. Our number 1 pick, Todd Miller. He is a 54 overall, which I really much disagree with. I don't see that being a 54 overall. He's 18, out of Ohio. I think he's gonna, and that C potential, like, I disagree with that as well. I feel like if he has C potential, it has to be high C, low B. But I feel like he should have high, like low B, maybe medium B. I don't know. Here is Brendan Cross, the guy that we did not want, but we had to take him. C potential. His defense and speed is going to be what he has to rely on until he can get his bat up. And if he can't get his bat up, he's just an overall bust. He's 50 overall. Right now, he's a bust. I knew he was a bust. I had to take him because the asshole Dodgers and the Yankees took my other 3. Terrence Larkin, D potential, I highly disagree with. This was a terrible draft class for every team. Because we're going to go through the other team's draft prospects. This draft class just sucked. Gus Hammer, somehow, okay, C potential, you know, I guess. Patrick Koviski, C potential, okay. Victor Manuel, D potential, I highly disagree with on that. That's just blatantly disrespectful. And then Rick Jones. How the hell does Rick Jones have B potential over Victor Manuel? Are you kidding me right now? Oh well. Let's go look at the prospects Cleveland got, the potential for a center fielder that has 0 bat. Okay. Bernie Butler, Danny Butcher. Not gonna look at all the guys, like potential ratings. I could. I'm gonna go fast though. So if you want to get like a fast look at, gotta be fast on that pause button. Chicago White Sox, you know, continuing to try to have good pitching. Antonio Chavez, David Cortez, Joel Lopez. They liked a lot of guys with Z in them, I guess, in this draft. Dallas Castle for Toronto. Reed Winkler, closing pitcher. Chris Da Silva. I highly doubt anyone in this draft class outside the pitchers are going to make it to the bigs. Lee Chin, William Adams, a D potential catcher. Really? That does not say D potential catcher. That says high C, high B. Good God. I mean, you know, this draft class just sucked all around. Kurt Herzog, 56 overall, C potential. This is what it looks like. Good speed, defense needs help. His bat is going to be something that probably has a chance to develop. They didn't really need him, but they took him. Patrick Goldie, they took him way too early. He has D potential, which is just blatantly disrespectful. I can't remember, was it Jay Pamela they took early? I don't know. Rafael Martin or Mari? I don't know. They took somebody that was like in the hundreds, like early in the round. It may have been a first baseman. I'm speaking on the Boston. Manuel Rivera, the team that just does nothing but draft starting pitching in the draft for some reason. Baltimore. They did get a shortstop and Michael, whatever the fuck his name is, who may be pretty good. Not that they need more shortstops, but you know. Russell Durant could be really solid. Richie Mayfield, Mark Clark. Here's a relief pitcher we knew, 52 overall. Jim Roberts, Herman Rodriguez, Dominguez, David Chin, Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels is in the game. I hate you. He's gonna be so good. He won't be. Chris Kirtliff. There was no reason to take two of them, but you know the Dodgers are pieces of garbage anyway, so forever a poverty franchise with a toxic fan base that no one can stand. Steve Rodriguez, Tom Silvesky, PJ Wise. Wasn't he like the top closing pitcher? Carlos Jimenez. Doug Knapp. Andres Rodriguez. Joe Hawk. Mike Beck. Not sure why they went second baseman again, and this one looks like a complete bust. St. Louis did not really have a great draft class. I'm sorry. Wasn't he already drafted? Am I seeing people twice? Am I on drugs? Kevin Rodriguez was a good find late if he had higher potential. Derek Rock. Omar Romas. Tyrone DeWitt. We knew him. Philly has a lot of picks. Friday nights. Come on. I think I'm going too fast for the game. Archie Jenkins. Looks like a complete bust. Hank Horn could be something. Only 3 picks for Atlanta. Mike Halladay. I think we knew this relief pitcher. Patrick Matthews. Good starting pitcher for Seattle. Sean, we knew. Seattle did a good job finding pitching. Not a good draft class, right? This draft class is going to need a lot of development time. Last year, they traded their first round pick away. We're going to see if they do it this year. Clay Goldie. Patrick Goldie has a brother. Not really. William Chu. David Chu. Wait a minute. They have brothers on their team! What the hell? First and short, the Chu brothers are in LA. I hope they can develop them. I want to face the Chu brothers. But this draft class is looking like no one is going to develop. Maybe the pitchers. That's it. Maybe some of the hitters. Hank Chick is in the division. Kansas City. And then we can finally advance Chauncey Kent. Can't wait for him to just tear me up. Alfredo Ramirez. Alright. Well, we can get out of here. The month of August is done. The month of September, this is how it's going to go. We're 4.5 games back from Cleveland. We really just matched each other in the month of August. They did a good job winning early. They had a rough stretch here against St. Louis and Texas. But as we had a rough month to end August, they had a good month to end August. They get Boston, Minnesota, Cubs, Houston, Colorado, LA, us, and they end with the White Sox. We get Minnesota, Tampa, Minnesota, Texas, White Sox, Texas again, Cleveland, Boston. Minnesota gets us, Cleveland, us, Kansas City, Philly, Baltimore, San Francisco, LA Dodgers. Minnesota is 6 games back. We're 4.5 back for the division. Right now, we're still the top wild card. It is a dogfight. Even though Baltimore is beating the brakes off of us, it's still going to be hard for them and Tampa Bay to get back in it. They just need a major collapse of a lot of the teams near the top wild card. Can we hang on and stay in the wild card fight? Do we win the division? Does Minnesota have a more favorable September schedule to win the division? Or will Cleveland hang on to win the division? If I'm being biased, they have a road tough stretch here with Boston. Then they got faced Minnesota. The Cubs are going to be playing for something. Houston's going to be playing for something. They get a bit of a break with Colorado. The Angels are going to be playing for something. We're going to be playing for something. And they get a break with Chicago. We go to us. Us and Minnesota are going to beat up on each other. Tampa's going to be able to steal maybe a game or two. Texas is going to be playing for something. We got to be up on the White Sox. Then we get Cleveland. And if we have not clinched a playoff spot before in this Cleveland series before Boston, I don't want to have to host Boston needing a playoff spot. But Boston could be the team that decides this division. And if we look at Minnesota, once they get done with us, if they can beat up on Kansas City, take maybe a game from Philly, I think they can beat Baltimore. And they should be able to beat up on San Francisco. It could be the final week of the season that decides this division. This is not an easy month of September for any of us. And it's been a dogfight all year. And it's going to be a dogfight for one more month. Let's go, Detroit Tigers. Let's get it done.